There are some rules we follow that just don't exist in the comprehensive rules. One of them being instant and sorceries can't exist on the battlefield. And you might think, hold on Chuki, there's straight up a rule that says instants can't enter the battlefield. And the same deal for a sorcery, but this is for entering the battlefield. And now you might be asking, well, how else are you going to have an instant or sorcery exist on a battlefield? Well, manifest or cloak is one way to sneak an instant or sorcery onto the battlefield, but it has to be face down. That is because face down permanents don't have any characteristics other than the ones that were set for them when they were turned face down, which for manifest would be a 2/2 face down creature with no text, no name, no subtypes, and no mana cost. And we're allowed to turn it face up, but only if we're able to show if the front face of the card is a creature card. If it's not a creature card, we can't even attempt to turn it face up. But what if something were to force us to turn it face up? Even then, there's a rule for manifested permanents that specifically an instant or sorcery card would be turned face up that nothing happens. And that's the same deal for cloaked permanents. But what if we change its characteristics to something else? Like I changed the face down values of my lightning bolt to the same characteristics of a grizzly bear by using true polymorph to make the copyable values of the lightning bolt into a grizzly bear. What would happen is that the copyable values would be the new copyable values modified by its face down status, meaning that it will be a grizzly bear modified by the face down values, which is a 2/2 face down creature with no text, no name, no subtypes, and no mana cost. Basically, it's a grizzly bears with a manifest mask. The copyable values is the manifest stuff, and underneath that is the grizzly bears copyable values. But what is an instant or sorcery card stays an instant or sorcery card. If something would change its type, if it's an instant or sorcery, it retains that type. So this manifested grizzly bears would actually be a instant creature. And as per the rules of manifest, an instant or sorcery card would be turned face up, then nothing happens. There are some cards that can put a instant or sorcery onto the battlefield face down without them being manifested or cloaked. But the weird thing is that the rule for instant and sorceries being turned face up is only for manifested permanents or cloaked permanents. I don't see any rules for that for morphed permanents or disguised permanents or even face down permanents. So would Break Open finally allow us to have an instant or sorcery exist on the battlefield? Well, there's actually another place where we can find rulings for things without the comprehensive rules, and that is the Oracle rulings. And this one states that if something tries to turn a face down instant or sorcery on the battlefield face up, they just reveal it to everyone and nothing happens. It just remains face down. Basically, a lot of the rules, whether it's the comprehensive rules or Oracle ruling, implies that an instant and sorcery can never exist face up on the battlefield, even though there isn't exactly a direct ruling in the comprehensive rules that says otherwise. So sometimes we have to do a little bit of research beyond the comprehensive rules to get the proper answers that we need.